Hey, so mate, and welcome you back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys how to make this stylish keyhole border dress that you're seeing right here. So if you're new here, you're welcome. Please make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and also share for more videos. And to my channel subscribers, thank you guys for your support. I appreciate your effort. So without wasting much time, let's dive right into the pattern drafting. So here is my pattern. First, I'll go ahead and mark out my shoulder to bust point, my shoulder to under bust, and then my shoulder to waist. Okay, my shoulder to bust, under bust, and then waist. After that, I will add a straight line this way. Here's my under bust line, and then here is my waist line. Okay, so next I'll go ahead and write it down, my bust, my under bust, and then my waist. Up next, I'll go ahead and chalk down half of my shoulder measurement. My shoulder is 16 inches divided by 2, I have 8. From that point, I'll come down by 1 inches for my shoulder slope. From the 1 inches, I came down by 8 inches for my armhole. So next, I'll go ahead and connect from my shoulder slope down to my armhole this way. Next, I'll go ahead and measure what I have from the shoulder to my armhole point. I have 9. Okay, I'll mark it out here also. Then after that, I'll connect a straight line this way. So here's my chest line, okay? Next, I'll go ahead and chalk down my basic neck width of 3 inches. Okay, then the neck depth, I'll be making use of 3 inches for the front. Then I'll go ahead and use my curve ruler to connect from my neck width to my neck depth this way. Next, I'll use my straight rule to connect from my neck width to my shoulder slope this way. So next, I'll go ahead and divide my armhole into 2. I'll get the midpoint. In the midpoint, I'll come in by 0.5 this way. Then I'll go ahead and connect it to the upper part. Next, I'll divide my bust circumference by 4. My bust circumference divided by 4, I'll mark it down. Then I'll use my curve rule to connect it this way. So for this tutorial, I'll not be making use of a dart, okay? I'll be making use of just my side dart, okay? I'll be making use of just my side dart. So I'll go ahead and input my body measurement. My bust divided by 4, I'll mark it down. My under bust divided by 4, I'll mark it down. My waist divided by 4, I'll mark it down. After that, I'll go ahead and connect the points together this way. And this is what I have, okay? So next, on my bust line, I'll go ahead and chalk down half of my nipple to nipple measurement, which is 4 inches, okay? And then from the side of my bust line, I'll come down by 1 inches for my side dart. For your side dart, the difference between your shoulder to waist of your back and that of your front. So mine is 1 inches. So I'm going to connect it to this point. So this part is going out, okay? So next, from my neck depth, I'll come down by 2 inches. From the neck depth, I'll come down by 2 inches. Then from my bust line, I'll come down by 1 inches, okay? Then I'll go ahead and connect it this way, just the way you see me doing. I'll first of all trace it out. So if this is too wide for you, you can go ahead and make use of what you want, okay? Like curve it out the way you want it to be. And this is what we have. So now at the down part, at the waistline, we have a little box at the waistline. So from the waist, I'll come down by 1 inches, just a little box, okay? I'll come down by 1 inches. Then I'll go ahead and use my curve ruler to connect it this way. So this is what I have over here. So this is all for the front pattern. The next thing is to cut it out. Just watch what I am doing. close up your side darts, okay. Then we connect it to the side this way and then cut out. And this is what I have for the front part, okay. So now let's keep this aside and cut out the back pattern. And please make sure you add your sewing allowance while cutting out your pattern, okay. So here's my back pattern and I left 1 inch by the side for my zip allowance, okay. So now I'll go ahead and tuck down my shoulder to bust and then my shoulder to waist, my shoulder to bust and then my shoulder to waist. After that I will add the straight line. So next I'll go ahead and tuck down half of my shoulder measurement, which is 8 inches. From that point I'll come down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope. And from the 1 inch I'll come down by 8 inches for my armhole. So next I'll go ahead and connect from my shoulder slope down to my armhole. Next I'll go ahead and measure what I have here. I have 9. I'll mark it out here also. Then I'll connect the straight line. So here is my chest line, my bust line, and then my waistline, okay. So next I'll go ahead and tuck down my basic neck width of 3 inches and the neck depth for the back I'm making use of 1 inch. So I'll connect it this way. After that I'll connect from my neck width to my shoulder slope this way. And this is what I have. So next I'll go ahead and divide my armhole into 2, get the midpoint. From the midpoint I'll come in by 0.5 and I'll go ahead and connect it this way to the upper part. Next I'll divide my bust circumference by 4 and I'll mark it down. Then I'll use my curve rule to connect it this way. So next I'll go ahead and input my body measurement, okay. There's no need for that. I'll go ahead and input my body measurement. Bust divided by 4, I'll mark it down. Waist divided by 4 and I'll mark it down. After that I'll go ahead and connect the point together this way. And this is what I have. So next from the waistline I'll come up by 1 inch. Okay. I'll go ahead and come up by 1 inch from the waistline and I'll mark it out. So this is the part that I'll be holding both upper part and the gathers, okay. This 1 inch at the waistline. So now from the neck depth I'll come down by 0.75 and then from this side I'll come in by 3 inches. Okay. I'll come in by 3 inches and I'll go ahead and connect the 2 points together. Don't make it too curvy, just connect it this way and this is what we'll be having, okay. So this part will be adding your loop at this part, okay. So this is it for the back part. Go ahead and extend your zipper allowance, sorry, your waistline to your zipper allowance, just the way you see me doing. And this is it for our back pattern. The next thing is to cut it out. Just watch what I am doing. And this is what we have for the back part, okay. So for this part you add 0.5 on both the upper part and the down part, okay. You're using the 0.5 to join it to the upper part, then the 0.5 at the down to join it to your gathers, okay. So we have a belt at the back of this dress, we have a belt, so I'll go ahead and cut out 3 inches, okay. Depending on how wide you want your belt to be, I'm making use of 3 inches. Then I'll go ahead and connect it this way. And after that, I'll cut it out. Okay. And this is what we have. Then you go ahead and sew your belt to the back part this way. Attach it to your dress this way. Okay. and this is what we'll be having at the back part. Your belt should be longer than this. Okay, make it longer than this. Okay, and this is what we'll be having. So let's go back to the gathers part, that's the down part of this dress. So now after you're done sewing the upper part of your dress, go ahead and measure out the circumference of your waist. Okay, the circumference of your waist. Let's take for instance, I have 32 inches as the circumference of my waist. Okay, so this 32 inches, I'll go ahead and times it by 2. Okay, if you want your gathers to be very full, go ahead and times it by 2. Here I have 64. I'll times it by 7 and then divide it by 44. Okay, I use this two value whenever I want to cut out a fully flay. Okay, so now I have 10.181. So I'll be using this to cut out my flay. So now go ahead and get my pattern this way, and I'll fold it into 4. Get my pattern and I'll fold it into 4, lengthwise, widthwise, just the way you see me doing it. Then from this point, I'll mark out my 10.181. Okay, this number here, I'll mark it out. So instead of marking out 10.181, I'll just mark out 6. I'm not sewing it, I'm just drafting. So if you are sewing this particular style, make sure you're marking out whatever you have. Okay, I'll just mark out 6 instead of 10.181. I believe you understand what I mean. Okay, so now I'll go ahead and connect it this way. The next thing is to get the length of my gathers. Okay, the length of my gathers. So go ahead and minus your half length from your full length. My full length is 38, then my half length is 18. So that 8 minus 18, I have 20. So the length of my gathers is 20 inches. So here, I'll just mark out 5. Okay, I'll just mark out 5. But if you are sewing this dress, mark out the length of your gathers after minusing your half length from your full length. Okay, then I'll go ahead and connect it this way. The next thing is to cut it out. Let's do that. And this is what I have. Okay, so I'm going to open up this part, just one part. This part will go towards the zip side. Okay, and here is my pattern. As you can see, the waist is not really that big because I make use of a smaller number. If I make use of this 10.181, the waist will be very big. Okay, so this pattern, I'll go ahead and cut it out into 2. Cut it out into 2 and then join them side by side. Okay, if you want it to be very full, just like what we have on the thumbnail, cut out this pattern into 2 and then join them side by side and then gather it back. Okay, when you're done joining it side by side, you gather it back and then fix it to the upper part of your dress. So thank you all for watching. Please make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and also share for more videos. Bye.